All right, welcome back. It has been a very long time since my last stream. I want to say it's around a month. Um, Stream's going to be super simple. Getting back into it, I'm just going to catch a Regidraco, so shouldn't be too hard. Mainly because of my Sylveon. But yeah, I found out. I want to say, like the Thursday or Friday after my last stream that my laptop broke. There was a it was with the charging port. So it wasn't thankfully it wasn't like a serious problem. It could have been a lot worse. It still took weeks to fix, but yeah, I pulled out my laptop one night and it couldn't hold it. Like it couldn't hold a charge. It couldn't charge. Obviously with the charging port being the problem. But it was super frustrating because I'd actually planned my return to. Let's make sure Sylveon's in the front. Oh, you know what? I should also have Regice with me for this. Which means I'm gonna have to drop someone. But yeah, I had planned that Saturday to... Who's not going to help me? I want to drop... Yeah. Regieleki. I had set up my Majora's Mask stream for that Saturday. Which, like, I had actually... I've put that off for so long because I was arranging having a guest come on and commentate with me while I was playing. Because I'm just that bad at the game. And I was just looking at it, I was like, this can't be fun to watch. Like my first two streams, like a whole 2 hours of gameplay is me just like not knowing what I'm doing with my life, which I feel like is part of the learning curve for a first time playthrough of Majora's Mask, but also I don't think very entertaining. So I had arranged, I had a guest coming on to stream with me, and then my laptop broke. So I had to take it in, get an assessment, make sure it wasn't anything major that was going to affect what I had on my laptop. And now I'm here. I love how for that sound effect, it's just 4 letters. Zagged. But yeah, it's kind of nice to be back. A lot has happened. I had to get my Pokemon itch scratched somehow while I didn't have PokeWilds, so I ended up picking up my Pokemon Platinum playthrough again. I'm doing a ground type run of that game, which has been... Oh, did my Draining Kiss not hit? There we go. Which has been a lot of fun. And I think like I just think ground type works so well in Gen 4. I say that, but I do have one complaint to that point. Okay, we already got Regidrago in the red. Let's switch to some Breloom action so we can stun spore this guy. But yeah, obviously because you have Torterra as a starter option, grass ground, very, very fun typing. Well, actually, it's not so much the typing. The typing's good for Torterra, but it's I love the tank. I love the tankiness of Torterra. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of Curse on my Torterra because I just like being able to up my physical attack and defense just like 5 times or whatever. Hey, welcome into the chat. Well, you started a world with 99 Master Balls? Oh, shoot, I need to pay attention. I'm under the impression that Stun Spore hasn't hit yet. Could totally be wrong. I'm super jealous about those Master Balls, though. It failed. Okay, we'll try one more time. Wait, why? Is it already paralyzed? It probably is already paralyzed. We'll do it one more time and then we'll... Never mind. We'll just die. It was good. It was good while we had it. All right. Yeah, let's just throw in Registeel so we have some higher levels for these Ultra Balls we're going to throw. Yeah, I have no idea how to get Master Balls in the game either. I totally... I didn't even know they were in the game now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe I'll have to start a new save file. Not very effective, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I love my Torterra. Also, ground type is just great for Gen 4 because you get Garchomp, which I have a Gabite right now, so I'm working on it. And then my team's also Gastrodon and Hippopotas, soon to be Hippopowdon, which I actually, like, for the first time in my life, sat down and, like, really grinded for the exact type of Pokemon that I wanted, which I've never, like, I've just, you know, I play Pokemon casually, and I was just like, you know, if I'm doing a ground type team, and in Gen 4, like, the sandstorm that follows Hippowdon never goes away unless someone else does a weather effect, which only works in that gen. So I'm like, oh, this is great. It'll be my starting Pokemon. It'll whip up a sandstorm. It'll make my Garchomp faster because my Garchomp's like Sandstream ability or whatever it is. And I was like doing all this, like connecting all these dots for why I needed a Hippowdon, even though it only is one type. And obviously, like, a pretty niche Pokemon, I think, to include on your team. And I was like, no, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna go all the way. So I'm like, okay, well, let me look up like movesets, which this is the one failing that's a little disappointing for me. Most of the competitive movesets for Hippowdon say, oh, you want to breed a Slack Off as a move onto it. But I can't do that until I get the National Dex, which is basically like late game stuff. And I'm not gonna... Oh, I should heal. I'm a bad trainer. Oh, goodbye, Registeel. I'm probably actually gonna have a harder time because I'm less levels now. Critical hit. But yeah, so I looked it up and I was like, okay, well, I can't do Slack Off, so that sort of throws off the competitive set. But what's the right nature that I want on my Hippowdon? And I'm like, and where do you get Hippowdon? You get Hippowdon in Maniac's Cave. It's like a 5% spawn rate, unless you catch like 10 unknowns. And so then I'm just like, okay, well, surely it'll come up, like, it'll be easier to just go for the 5%. Oh, I need to heal. It wasn't. I ended up going and catching 10 unknowns, which is actually super easy in Gen 4. There's, like, you can guarantee to get 7 different unknowns, and then you can start re-rolling for other ones. It won't have any effect. Yeah, I need a revive. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I want a careful Hippowdon. And I go and I catch 10 unknowns, then I come back, so I have a 10% chance of coming across a Hippowdon, or a Hippopotas. And so I grind for that, and I finally get one. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, finally. Well, I say finally. It wasn't that bad. It was like the 10th one I caught. But I was like, oh, it doesn't look right. because there are different like there are gender differences for Hippowdon. And I sort of wanted the female Hippowdon. I thought it looked cooler. So I'm like, okay, you know, I've come this far. I'll just look at a couple more. You know, like honestly, getting the nature that I wanted, or that I wanted within 10 Pokemon. You know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And the next role that I had was a careful female hippopotamus. And so I have it. It's the starter on my team, and I'm trying to. I gave it Stealth Rock. I'm like, you're the starter. You're gonna whip up a Sandstream. You're gonna throw Stealth Rock out. My game plan, I think, right now, is to give it rest and then have it hold a berry that wakes it from sleep. And then I just think like it can tank if necessary. It can heal at least once with no side effects. Yeah, and I sort of fell into this rabbit hole of like how a lot of other people that are way more committed play Pokemon, and I feel like I understand that's like that sort of mentality, that way of approaching the game. Where I'm like, before I was like, why would I ever do that? And then I found myself doing it, and I was like, you know what? This is actually a lot of fun. And now I'm like really excited about the team that I have because of it. But yeah, I also have did I say I had a Gastrodon? I don't know what max level in this game is. I'm under the impression it's 99? And Bemje. I just butchered your name. I'm sorry. Do you have that video on your channel? All right, I'm gonna throw Breloom back in. I don't think that Regidrago ever got paralyzed, so I'm actually gonna heal up both Sylveon and my Breloom passed out because I was a bad trainer. I made this way harder than I had to be. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Ben. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This is taking too long. I know that it'll probably be easier to just go back and paralyze it. So we're just gonna knock it out, go back, rest up, and then come back. With a stronger Sylveon. Whoa. A much stronger one. Yeah. I feel like at some point I should have seen a message about it getting paralyzed. I think Stun Spore wasn't hitting. But yeah, here's my disappointment with my ground type platinum run. I got a Gliscor, and I was super excited to do a run with a Gligar on my team, because I thought, you know, ground. I didn't die, I just knocked it out, so that I could heal up and go back. Yeah. Okay, thanks for confirming that. Now I'll make sure it actually happens. But yeah, Gligar can't learn Fly, and I'm not gonna play a game without Fly. So I unfortunately have one Pokemon on my team that's not ground type, and that's gonna be Togekiss. It's Togepi right now. And then I have an empty slot because I'm gonna get a Swinub, evolve it up to Mamoswine, and then that's gonna be my full 6. All right, let's switch over and let's make sure that this actually hits. One thing, so I've gone in and I've looked at like the spreadsheets for a lot of this game. One thing I have not looked at, there we go, we got it paralyzed, is how the moves have been revamped. Alright, we are going to switch Pokemon. We're going to switch to a higher level Pokemon, and I'm going to take care of my Registeel this time around. Where this is going to be a lot better. Alright, let's go. Let's wrap this up. Oh, look, couldn't move because it was paralyzed. Nice. I imagine that all the catch rates are identical, but... Come on. One other thing I've got going on is my nephew's birthday's coming up. And I've mentioned before that he's a bigger Pokemon fan than I am. But for his birthday, I've set him up with Pokemon Essentials, which is, you know, it's basically the building blocks for your own Pokemon fan games. And I'm really excited to see what he does with it. Because he has so much more time on his hands than I do. Alright, we need to heal. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't go to Sylveon. Sylveon doesn't need it. But yeah, it's really fun because he plays the card game competitively. And he is playing through Gen 2 right now. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, this is great. Wow. Next throw catches him. All right, let's see it happen. Ben, you've already caught all the legendaries. Well, that's awesome. So I'm under the impression that I only have 2 left, unless I'm completely missing. Oh, no, did not catch it. Unless I'm missing any. I know that they've teased more legendaries on on Discord. So I've realized that I should probably do another tutorial video, because I guess I was sort of putting it off because I expected version 1.0 to come out. I don't want to say soon, like there's some pressure on Sheer, but I've realized, like, you know, I don't know when version 1's going to come out. Yeah, I can't. Oh man, I can't wait for online either. I really want to get in on that. I think I've said this before. I want to do like an hour-long stream where everyone jumps into a new world, and you see who can get the best team together, and you do a tournament after an hour. You have an hour to get your team together and train, and then you just fight, and you see who can make the best team in a limited time. Okay, I genuinely appreciate the question, Luigi Vania, about how do you only have 335 subscribers? You know, I'm not streaming enough to have more. which I'm fine with. I appreciate how you look at that and say, like, only 300, and I look at it and I'm like, wow, 300. Because I legitimately, when I started streaming, thought like, I'll cap it like, 20. It'll probably take a long time to get to 50. I'm just sort of like messing around in my room. And then I had like 100 subscribers, and I went on vacation, and like something happened. One of my videos got picked up and shown to the right people, because I came home from that week and a half long vacation with 200 subscribers, and I was just like, what happened? Like, I've been streaming for like a year, and obviously I didn't, I'm not streaming to make a career out of this. I'm doing it just because it's fun. But that was sort of like this moment where I was like, whoa, like, this is way bigger than I ever thought it would be. I'm gonna have to check out your channel, Ben. I usually get, so it's hit or miss if I get notifications for if someone subscribes to me. I know sometimes, I think it's a personalized setting. I don't know. But sometimes I get notifications where it'll tell me who subscribed, and whenever that happens, I go to their channel and I look at it. And I mean, honestly, most of them aren't people who are actually making any videos, which is fine. It's sort of what I expect. I think my favorite notifications are when I get people who it's just like, it's their first and last name, and it's just like their first initial is their thumbnail, or it's just like, oh, this is just someone's like Google account subscribing to me. But I'll have to check out your channel later. Yeah, Essentials 20 is the newest version, which my game's operating on version 19 point something, the game I'm working on, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bother going through all of the updating stuff, because I've updated from version 16 to 17 to 18 to 19, and I just look at it and I'm like, my games are small and unreleased. Yeah, you were my 50th sub. Yeah, let's go. I'm so glad that you remember the number. That's so great. I love that so much. Yeah, Pokemon Essentials is just the coolest thing ever. It's so easy, and you just have to learn RPG Maker XP to use it. And yeah, the only hard part I would say about Pokemon Essentials is figuring out how to put together a good cutscene. That's it. Anyone can just pick it up and understand, oh, there's 3 layers for you to build your maps on. Here's how you do connections between maps. Regidrago is taking forever. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Amazon Prime Day happened, and the Jedi Knight games were free on Prime Day, and also Star Wars Commandos. So I grabbed those up real quick, and then also this is sort of like I guess this is sort of a thing. The new Sonic game had like its trailer drop or whatever, and it was recommended to me on Twitter, I think, and I was like, yeah, sure, like I'll watch it. You know, haven't played, only have ever owned in terms of 3D Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure Battle 2, which were a lot of fun. But I picked it up. I clicked on the video and I watched it, and now Twitter just thinks that I am like a diehard Sonic fan, which I'm not going to say that I hate. Yes, we got it. Woo! I'm not going to say I hate Sonic. Okay, this is great. This is exactly what you want to be talking about when you catch a legendary Pokemon. But now Twitter's just recommending me so much Sonic stuff. But one of the things was a Sonic fan game. Just like on Twitter, just like, hey, I made a Sonic fan game, and I was like, sure, I'll pick that up. So now I have like 5 games that I feel like I need to play. Let's go, Breloom. Your party is full. Sent to the last safe place. Such a sad sight, my child. It's my fault. Just a dragon's head. But you are still so strong. I desire more. Ooh. Here we go, here we go. All right, let's heal up, and let's... There it is. Oh, it really is just a dragon's head. That is that's a super cool overworld sprite. I love that a lot. I know that you could probably... I understand that you could probably make it look more like the sprites, like Regice, which I also love its sprite. but no, that just looks cool. That looks awesome. That looks like it would be out of one of my like Game Boy Bomber games I had growing up. All right. Everyone's healed up. This egg hasn't hatched. To be completely frank, it's been so long since I've played. I don't even remember what's in this egg. It's probably a ghost type. I've never played a Souls game. I'm not like opposed to it, but it's probably unlikely that I'll come across it. I tend to stick with, I don't know, old games, Pokemon, Star Wars, Zelda. All right, we are down to Regirock. And then Regigigas, I think that's it. All right. I'm gonna drop Regice back. We didn't end up ever sending Regice out, but that's okay. I'm gonna move Regieleki. Oh, it's happy and ice. No, if you're happy here, I'll leave you here. That was a little unexpected. All right, let's pick up the head. Yeah. Oh shoot, you're paralyzed. Let's fix that. I frequently complain about advertisements I get. I got literally today the worst advertisement well, I shouldn't say worst. Worst has a different connotation. The weirdest advertisement I've ever gotten. And I think it's something that should be shared. I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna try and switch this up real quick. Oh, well. That wasn't meant to be a jump scare. Okay. Let me set this up. Well, I guess I saved. I'll close out of the game. Save my progress. Worked hard for that. Yeah, well, so I got that as an ad. So okay, yeah. This was just recommended to me. And I guess I'll talk through the process of it. But I'll just play the video for you guys.
The election had us all concerned. Some people got blood boiling, it burns. Like the purge, the urge to release the beast, to rob and steal, and forget peace. The whether black, white, or brown or green. Remembering Martin Luther King had a dream.
Okay. I like this is someone's actual music, so I don't want to get into, like, I'm sure that they could probably claim my video if I share too much. I don't know how that works. But I got a music video as an ad, and that's the music video. It's this creepy face with text scrolling. And that's just like the start of this whole thing, because this is like, look, I don't look at the YouTube channel that's dropping. Look, okay, so first off, advertising works. Well, I say that, but really, does it work? A lot of people have come and watched this because it's been advertised. So, like, I'm in that group. They totally got me. But this is a news network. This is a American political moderate news channel. As they describe themselves, an intellectual movement. Oh, and this is their mascot. Their mascot is DJ Staunch, which is a Sasquatch. If you are confused at all about what this is, I went to their website. They have a video where they talk about, like, the history of this, but they essentially, he went to a restaurant that had these fake Sasquatch heads mounted on the wall, and he liked it so much he bought it, and he liked it so much that he then got a, like, full fursuit commissioned for it. And you know, I could say a lot about what this experience was like, because it's by far the weirdest thing I've ever seen on YouTube. Well, that's not true, but weirdest advertisement. But I think that the top comment summarized it best. Nice to see my night terror spreading such a positive message. It's perfect. It's perfect. And you can go to their channel. They have a website. And you can see that they alternate between, like, between interviews, talking about polling, right? They deleted their first, like, 5 streams, but their first stream was covering the Nevada primary. And you could see, like, you know, are people interested in the news? No, 22 views. Are people interested in Sasquatch playing football? Oh my gosh. 1 million views. Which, this is great too, because if you go and you watch these videos, you start to realize that, like, they've commissioned different masks. And they have a baseball video where the Sasquatch plays baseball. They have multiple Bigfoot ones with cheerleaders, and anyways, 10 out of 10 recommend. That's the treat for watching to the end of the stream. Well, you can decide if that's actually a treat. But anyways, we have Regirock coming up. We're gonna catch Regirock, Regigigas, and then, of course, plan on a Majora's Mask stream on one of the weekends, because now that I have my laptop back, we can finish that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you coming in and talking. Have a good night. See you in the next video.